From author Brian K. Morris comes a classic hero in a high-flying, fast-paced, and action-packed steampunk adventure. The original Skyman battles the Master of Steam with an introduction by comics icon and historian Roy Thomas. A Rising Tide, an Ace Comics publication. Available now in print or digital format on Amazon.com.
Now comes the part where we throw our heads back and laugh. Ready?
Ready!
Welcome to Nevermind the Furthermore with your host, Brian K. Morris, independent publisher, freelance hybrid author, award-winning playwright, and former mortician's assistant. Beware. Beware! That might not be a phone jingling in your pocket. Join the Nevermorians for morning mischief and madness at 10 a.m. Eastern, 9 Central. Your sense of humor is the only thing you need to wear.
Good morning, everyone. How the heck are you? Welcome to the Monday, February 1st edition of Nevermind the Furthermore with your host, Brian K. Morris. Hey, that's me. Anyway, let's straighten our ties. Yeah, oh my goodness, didn't check that before we went on the air. Anyway, thank you for watching this morning. Hope your week is going to start out real good. We're going to do our best to get it launched here. Anyway, if you're watching us on Facebook, please like the video if you enjoy any part of it. Also like the venue you're watching it on. And we want to thank Kathy Jackson's Books for now offering to run our show. And so here we are. Hope we can bring some light and merriment to your page. And we'll talk about books. We'll talk about anything you want here. All right. Just leave it in the comments and I will reply. And also, everyone that's watching us on Facebook, or excuse me, on YouTube, please give this a thumbs up. Smash that thumbs up symbol, if you will. Also, subscribe and ring that bell so you'll be notified of any future appearances we make. And also want to give a shout out to our very special people. And you're all special whether you're watching us on the rerun or you're watching us live. We appreciate you all. But we also appreciate our Patreon supporters. Patreon is a monthly subscription service where for a modest amount every month, you can get all kinds of goodies from your favorite creators. And many of the people you see on this list have their own Patreon pages. So please support them if you would. All right. And drop a couple dollars our way. It's always appreciated. Anyway, that's you can support us at www.patreon.com/Brian K. Morris. And I appreciate that very greatly. And this episode is brought to you by Plasma Fire Graphics, where the look of your book matters to you because it matters to your readers. And so check out what Jeffrey Hayes can do for you as far as, like you saw the two spots that started this program. They were both done by Plasma Fire Graphics, and he also does them at very reasonable prices. So contact plasmafiregraphics.com or check out their Facebook page, Plasma Fire Graphics, when the look of your book matters to you. And also thank you to Geek Insider for powering this page, and Wild One Forever. Check out Meredith Walkren's daily vlogs in the morning, and her afternoon vlog on haps.tv. She's doing a lot of things, and she does them also very well. And also, let's see, did I get everybody thanked? Also, Rising Tide Publications. Excuse me. And at 5 p.m. today, we'll be sending out the new monthly newsletter with a special video and all kinds of different stuff, including personal appearances. Yes, we have it on the schedule finally. So please check it out, and you can sign up at risingtide.pub, or if you have Facebook Messenger, PM me your email address. I promise I don't sell or rent or barter it in any sort of way. It stays with me, so you don't get any spam because of me. So check it out. We'd love to have you subscribe. I don't even try to sell you stuff. We have secret links you need to check out. I got a couple fun ones this month, and I think you'll dig them. Pardon me. Still have this cough. I always get this cough every winter. It doesn't seem to go away. And of course, the first thing I think is I've got coronavirus, or as we call it, the My Sharona Miley Cyrus Peter pandemic. But anyway, also check out boy, we got plugs this morning. Good God. We also don't forget the Rising Tide publication, or actually the Rising Tide Broadcast Network. That's pretty new. I'm still getting used to that. Tomorrow morning, TED Talks, the Tao of TED, will be going on at 10 a.m. Eastern, 9 a.m. Central. Check out Ted Davies and Ted Davies Artistry, and please subscribe to that page. And at 12:05, Joe Dog McKeel will be here with Lunchtime at the Doghouse. That's going to be a lot of fun. Plus at 8 p.m. on Wednesday, broadcast alert. I'll be appearing with the Dastardly Dingoes, and I think we're going to be talking about imposter syndrome, for which I'm the poster child. So please check that out. That's always a fun time with Brian and Jeremy. And then Thursdays, we will have Joe Dog McKeel will be on with another edition of Lunchtime at the Doghouse at 12:05 p.m. And at 8 p.m., I will be kicking off the brand new season of Amy Hale's Creative as Hale. I'm really flattered to be there, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Then Friday, we have more me in the morning, and then in the evening at 8 p.m., you get to choose between the Historical Fencing Guild with our own Nick Tucker, or the Green Room with Uncle Carl's Secret Humor page, which is no secret. Then at 11 p.m. on Saturday, and also on Thursday at 9 p.m., check out Stupid O'Clock, all part of the Rising Tide Broadcast Network. Now let's get to your comments here. Who was first this morning? Who the heck was first? People leaving us comments on YouTube, and we appreciate each and every one of you. Hi, Nevermorians. How are you guys? From Gospel Illusionist Jake at 8:38 a.m. Glad to see you, Jake. Hope your weekend went well. And a big, storm hit last night. It's amazing. Yeah, we got approximately, I think we got around 5 or 6 inches over the weekend. Shut up, Christian. And we got most of it. We took it off in 2 sessions. We got most of it out of the drive yesterday, but after the show, I'm going to go out and shovel the rest of it that fell after our hard labors were ruined, so Cookie can get to work. So anyway, hope you guys are staying warm and safe today. And there it is, the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS. Christian, we're so glad you're here. Check them out also on Facebook and see if we can get them to 51,000 by the end of this episode. Or 60. Anyway, the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS LLC on YouTube says, "Arise, Monday Morris Monster, arise! Spread and stretch your wings across the fruited plains as you continue to greet the morning sun. Give your loudest and proudest roar that can be heard even in the shadows of the valley of despair. Make your journey forward to the never place called the weekend." By the way, and does he continue? By the way, I won. Oh, that's right. I didn't read the rest of it. I'm sorry, Christian. Yes, Christian was entering into a friendly competition with author Michaela Jade. They have both gotten serious about their YouTube pages, and the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS, I haven't checked this morning, apparently won. And congratulations, Christian. Now, Christian was negotiating the terms that I don't remember Michaela agreeing to. So, so this should be interesting, kids. Anyway, congratulations, Christian. You really deserve it, and may you have many, many more. And Trevor Hawkins, hello all. Good morning to you, Trevor. Hope your morning's going well. And Exegy Studios Inc. says, morning, Brian. Good morning to you, Joe D. McPhee, and thank you for having me on Saturday night. That was a great conversation we had. 2 hours of we actually tackled a couple serious issues, I was glad to say. Plus, we gave some advice and maybe a thing or two to help you level up your business. But that was a fun time. And Joe, we're going to talk to you about CTP. All right. And anyway, please check it out on his YouTube channel. That's XIGENCY Studios Inc. Look for that on YouTube, and please let's get him over 100 too. All right, I'd like to see all the Nevermorians with a YouTube presence to be at least at 100 subscribers. All right, yeah, I noticed a number of people were saying, well, I just lost, there were several people last week who, God bless you, were posting, please put your YouTube links, and we got a few, and we thank everyone that signed up. We really do. But then I noticed that several people were saying, well, I lost 3 people, and I lost 3 people, and I went in and I lost 3 people. I don't know if this is a YouTube glitch or maybe the other people had their accounts canceled or what, but this was interesting. And good morning, Teresa Dunois. And today is Albert's birthday. Will you turn that birthday boy over your knee and you give him a good spanking like he deserves and probably craves? Anyway, I hope you guys I hope you guys celebrate a lot, okay? And good to see you, Teresa. And Eggs and G Studios. Also, I hope survived nature's falling cocaine looking like substance over the weekend too. Yeah, that's right. You're by the lake there, and so you don't exactly get a break there. And Ted Davies. Oh, okay. I see Ted Davies is showing up. That's good. I thought, man, we're gonna have to send in a backhoe to get him and Chrissy out of there, because he's right on the lake too. But anyway, I hope you had a great one. And happy birthday, Albert, from Eggs and G Studios. And was StreamYard fixed? Yeah, I think what happened was I had something else running that was taking up a lot of the resources. But we got that straightened out, obviously, because we are here on YouTube on the Rising Tide Publications channel. Please subscribe and like and share. And we're also now on Kathy Jackson's books, which if you haven't on Facebook, if you haven't gone to that page, if you're a writer, please go to that page. It is a great source of information and people sharing the joy of what they have published and read. So please check that out. All right. And the coffee is kind of hot this morning. So we poured it a while back. We need coffee today. And Teresa thanks Eggs and G for his well wishes. And Ted Davies Archery, good morning to you, brother. Hope you're having a good morning. Looking forward to the TED Talk tomorrow with the Tao of Ted. And anyway, no, Ted has a great show. He is an amazing broadcaster, and he also has another show on the Rising Tide Broadcasting Network where he talks with our own Carl Witzman about cigar appreciation. And that's always a fun time to listen to those guys chat. I always dig it. I really do. Ted's got a really mellow show. He's kind of like the antidote to me. Okay. Like I drink like I just got a hot coffee enema or something and I've got to go someplace. Anyway, but no, I'm looking forward to that, Ted. And I will see you there tomorrow, I promise. And y'all get ready for some witty and profound today. I have a list made up since Joe Dog McKeel. Joe, good to see you, my friend. Hope you got your plumbing fixed, which could sound dirty if we had George Takei read it. But anyway, no, I hope all your problems were solved. And sir, thank you very much for that video that you shared on my page this morning. I need to check it. I need to find that. I want to give the lady's name, and I did sign up, and she sent me a friend request, which was nice. Probably a robot or something, but that's still just the same. That was nice. Yes, and there is me. There it's me. There it's me. And yes, Nicole Arbor. I've seen her named, and she is like a ball of happy dynamite. She really is. But she has some great things about people who, pardon me, people who, we all get down. We all get life slaps in the face every now and then, but it's also a time to rise, because I love her analogy of the trampoline that, yeah, you go down pretty far, but that just means you bounce all the higher, and how all the people and the backstabbers and the haters are going to get their due. They're going to get it. This is part of the rising tide, because it ebbs and flows, and sometimes the rising tide is benefit, but if you attach it, if you put it on the shores of karma, sometimes the bus backs up over you. So anyway, please check out that video. It's only about a little over 3 minutes, but man, it's what we all need to hear this morning. And TED Talks live Tuesday morning, 10 a.m. on Ted Davies Artistry. On Ted Davies Artistry and on YouTube and teddaviesartistry.com. Don't forget that, and don't forget his Facebook page too. And good morning, everyone. Carl Witzman, good to see you as always. Note to Carly, Lily is coming for supper tomorrow night. I love that we are, this is almost on the border of Brian. Tell Carly, I'm mad at her. Tell Carly that Lily's coming over tonight. And Carl and Donna. And I'm going to be discussing the true meaning of Valentine's Day, not the candy or the flowers, the true meaning of the word love. Nothing wrong with that. And hey, everybody. And good morning, friends. Good morning, Michaela. Mwah, glad to see you here. So glad to see you here. And hey, Ted, we're alive. Thanks to coffee, mostly. God bless coffee, right? Forget Bounty. That's the quicker to pick her upper. And hello to everybody. And did I see it's Albert's birthday? Happy birthday from Carl Witzman to Albert Dunn. And hey, everyone, there's Carly. Mwah, glad to see you, Carleen. Good to see you as always. Christian won, of course, but he has a bigger following. Is that what he's calling it now? Anyway, no. But you got over your 50. This was good, and we will get you over 100. Author Michaela Jade. Okay, everybody right now, please go to author Michaela Jade and help her cross that century mark, okay? Oh, and by the way, while we're talking about cool things happening, tomorrow night on Clever Title Penning, we have a most epic guest, Mr. Michael Watson. Man alive. I can't keep up with all the guy does. He's got his own publication called Freestyle Comics. He's got Short Fuse Media that he does, broadcasting. And he's got an incredible show called Chat and Draw, where he has comic creators come on. And while he's having a conversation with them, he's drawing their character. And he's a super artist. He really is. And, we're going to have him on tomorrow. And so tomorrow night, please bring your promotional questions. If you're looking to grow your broadcast network, if you're looking to broadcast or to grow your networking skills, or, just want to learn about what it's like to put out a comic book, bring those questions tomorrow night for Michael, okay? And I'm going to have him pick the questions that he wants to answer, and then I'll grab a few of my own. And we'll have a nice little conversation. So please join us tomorrow night at 8 p.m. on where you're watching this right now for Michael Watson, hashtag most epic. He really is. And plus, he has a Kickstarter campaign right now. Those drawings that he makes for his guests, he's putting them out in a book, and I think it's really worth getting. And it's in like the last 6 or 7 days of his Kickstarter. He's made his nut, but if you like backing winners, this is definitely going to be one of them. I got to get on that myself. And Carl Winston says, Michaela, you are not obligated to show him anything. I never saw the contract. That's true. You didn't run it past your legal team there. So, and did you get past the 100 despite coming in second, Michaela? That's a good question. I haven't checked on that. And good morning, Willow Skyler. Mwah. Good morning, everyone. Good morning to you, darling. Thank you for your shout out this morning. It is always appreciated, Willow. Appreciate you and everybody at the Hanging with Web Show Network for the mutual support. This is good. And congratulations, Christian, says Teresa Dunn. And the Historical Fencing Guild weighs in. Excuse me. Good morning, Nevermorians. The smiling satyr, a mighty manatee man, rises from the depths to wish you a good week and many plugs. And suddenly, Michaela's awake. Anyway, good to see you, and check out the Historical Fencing Guild on YouTube every Friday evening at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. It is a great show, packed with information, energetically delivered, and it's just a great, great show. I try to catch it when I can. And did Brian use Hero Forge to make a mini? Yes, I did. The image this morning was of me, and one of these times I am going to show the larger view of it. You'll see it, Nick, and you'll think that's perfect. And yes, it is Hero Forge, and the Skunk Rocker's here. Skunk, good to see you, sir. Yes, he did. Yes, I did. And nope, as of this morning, only 59 subs. Yeah, but that's still 9 more than you were shooting for. And that's the thing. Every time you cross a certain threshold, you get more stuff. Like let's get Michaela over 100 because she will then get to tinker with her URL at not Facebook, but excuse me, at YouTube, and she can make it simpler and easier to remember. Or here's another tip, folks: use Bitly. Look up bit.ly on the interwebs. But why did he make Wolverine bald? Asks Carly. I think it was Ryan Reynolds that had something to do with that. There's something ugly going on between those two. And Skullcracker says, "Oh, I'd recognize Hero Forge anywhere. I love screwing around with it. In fact, if you look at my avatar, that's Hero Forge right there." Ooh. Yes. Okay, I'm going to have to get a better look at that. And there he is, Jeffrey Hayes. Good morning, Nevermorians. Make it a great Monday. Yes, sir, we will. Although I wasn't able to join in on Saturday, I got to watch you and Joe on From the Desk of a Small Press Publisher last night. Fun interview and a great conversation. Happy February. Happy February to you, brother. And thank you for being here. And thank you to PlasmaFireGraphics.com for sponsoring this program. We do appreciate it. And if you are interested excuse me, in advertising, sponsoring a show, an episode of this program, we have more than reasonable rates. And contact me via Facebook Messenger for our rate sheet. All right. And Jeffrey, it's good to see you, man. Hope you're doing well this morning. And thank you to everyone who's left us a Facebook reaction, such as Brian Robin and Willow Skylar. Mwah, we love you guys too. And also Karen Nicole, mwah, darling, as always, sweetheart. If you ever have time to spare even half an hour, let me know. We'll have you on this show. We'll have you on this morning or any morning you want. All right. And author Michaela Jade, Michael Kasinger, Mike, good to see you. Lisa Malone, mwah, darling, glad to see you. Jeffrey Hayes, Donna, Carlene, John B. Pica, got your message this morning, sent your reply, Ultraman, and Ellie Mack, and good to see you, darling. And one more person that StreamYard won't let me see. But anyway, thank you to everyone who's watching us right now on all the various channels. And let's see what else we got. Bald Wolverine falls out of chair. Poor Carl. But it'll grow back. And good morning, John B. Pica. Good morning, Citizen Pica, johnpica.com. Check out what he does and appreciate, again, the Ultraman link. I have got to check that out. I saw something on YouTube. It was a trailer for that. And it sounds like, I make no bones about the fact that I love Ultraman. And I love the fact that he is a legacy character in Japan. And I've been watching some of the episodes, and what was it I was watching yesterday? Shout Media, I think it was, has a channel for Japanese programming, and they ran the first episode, the very first episode of Ultraman Orb, which was one of the incarnations of Ultraman, and it had the guy who wound up being the leader of Storage from Ultraman Zeta, and that was a lot of fun to see him. He's a fantastic actor, great character, but it was kind of fun to see the hero jump into a photo booth, and he pulls out his device, and it's very similar to the Razor that Ultraman Z uses, but he had cards, and he just runs it through the oval at the top of it, so it scans it, and he was channeling Ultraman Geisha and the original Ultraman. That was a lot of fun. Really, really good stuff. I really liked it. And it is Monday, and I'm on the struggle bus. Dude, we'll get through this Monday together, John B. Bike. We have got this licked, sir. Like an old envelope, we've got it licked. And you can do it, John. And Joe Dog, Doctor Who, fan theory, Ashlar is Captain Jack Harkness's mother. Ooh. That's an interesting theory. I like that. I like that a lot. Of course, we know Captain Jack was brought back from the dead by Rose Tyler, as acknowledged in a recent episode. And Carl Witzman, holy, I had the volume up to hear another video earlier, and at first that nearly scared me to death. Oh, we can't help that. And Facebook is running on second faster, running 1 second faster this morning. Yeah, every now and then Facebook will take the lead over StreamYard for some reason. I think when I'm watching the two, It's usually during Joe Dog's show. Lunchtime at the Doghouse, Tuesdays and Thursdays at 12:05. Check it out. And Brian Rodman's here. Good morning, my fellow Brian and Nevermorians, as we prepare for epic battle with a Monday monster of madness. Let us gird our loins. I like that. And our gourds attack this week like a fat kid with cake. All right, I am so there, man. And I am also there on Wednesday night at 8 p.m. where I'll be hanging out with the Dastardly Dingoes, and we're going to talk imposter syndrome, but chances are the subject will divert since I'm there. And Charles F. Millhouse, good morning. Good to see you, sir. Hope you and Marianne are doing well, and I'm about quarter of the way through my first rewrite on the story, hoping to get it going this week. It's coming together. I'm so happy. And Michaela Jade says the legend of the traveling TARDIS. The Eric Hawkins joins us from YouTube. Good to see you, Eric Hawkins. Hope you're doing well this morning, sir. And we have fluffy rain here in Nashville. Yeah, we got the fluffy rain too over the weekend. We got about 6 inches worth, but like I said earlier, we shoveled out most of it yesterday. So today will just be a little bit of a brush up and get that crap out of here so Cookie can go to work. Fluffy rain. Yeah, it's like, it's fluffy. Just like I'm not fat, I'm fluffy. And officially 1 month away from the deadline for Pulp Reality 2. Said the editor, Charles F. Millhouse, hoping that we're listening to him to get our work done. I'm on the way, man. It took me a little longer than I thought because my story took me a little longer. Plus, I got involved in a little drama yesterday online. Not of my making, but it's it happens. But anyway, we're gonna get that done. I'm gonna be working on that pretty hard today, trying to whip through it, and then I'll get my last edits done, and then on the way to you, I hope. And the Skunk Rocker says, "Oh, and I should say hello, Brian." Well, hello, Skunk. Hello, Nevermorians, and a big 621 to Walmart's customer service department for being a bunch of this morning angry skunk. Ooh, angry skunk is not good. We like happy skunk. I know we'll hear about it later. It's like, what could they have done? What the possibilities are infinite. And Barbara's Wolverine needs a haircut. That's right. That's right. The beaver has gone on its own. And Brian Robin says, we got some of that fluffy rain here too. I love it, honestly. And then BKM killed Brian and they never found the body. Yeah, that's the problem. You get enough of that stuff, you can hide a body. And it's preserved. That doesn't help either, but it gets soggy. But snow is pretty. I will say the word. It can be lovely, but as long as it's somewhere other than my driveway, and the streets. I want people safe out there, okay? And there's a free comic idea for anyone looking for inspiration. Angry Skunk and Bold Wolverine. Oh my God, sounds like a classic in the making. A collector's item classic. Get yours today. And let's see, let's get through. We got a comment dump here. Willow Skyler. StreamYard was doing some pretty funky things with our shows this weekend. It made Christian's voice more sexy than ever. Why can't that glitch happen to me? Golly. I mean, half the time I either sound like a toilet backing up or Minnie Mouse on helium. It doesn't matter. And Willow, that may have been the alcohol. Okay, that could be. And yep, because toilet fixed apparently so good times. Oh yeah, well. Having a malfunctioning toilet is a thing to fix immediately. I understand. Well, that's good. That's good. We can all celebrate. And nothing like the first use of a newly repaired toilet. Yeah. Well, Cookie and I, we have a toilet on every floor of this house. I'm grateful to say. And we put in a new in the guts. We took out the guts of the one in the basement, and it took us 2 days to do it because we had never done it before. But we got the instructions. We watched the YouTube videos, but it still took us 2 days to do it. But we don't use that one very often because we don't spend a lot of time in the basement. But anyway, author Michaela Jade, there's Warriors Trust by Michaela Jade. Please check out that book. It is wonderful. I am sure. I gotta get my copy of that. I will get that hopefully soon. But anyway, check out the work of Michaela Jade. She is really awesome. And Nick Tucker says, I have been contacted for several book covers for a lovely author of male romances with spice and fun. And I'm gonna see, that's Kieran St. James Wix site. Oh yeah, we love the Wix site. But cool. That sounds like fun. That sounds like real fun. And there we go. There is that YouTube channel for Michaela. And you see that alphabet soup at the end? That's why we got to get her to 100 so she can fix that. And Brian Rodman says, after this wonderful broadcast, thank you. Scamper on over to the Dastardly Dingoes and check out the new show on the Dastardly Dingoes channel, Indie View with Chad Nuss. Chad is full of intellectual wisdom that he passes down to us peasants in the normal world. But that's not all he's full of, because he's the new co-host of the Dastardly Dingoes podcast this week. We'll be reviewing Disney Pixar's Soul. Be on the lookout for that. That's going to be fun. I love the Dastardly Dingoes, and you have just been ultra dingoized. Anyway, the Skunkcracker says, I would say tell me about it, but Joe Dog has recent anecdotal tales of that nature, so I'd rather hear from him. Yeah, I'm sure he can embellish it properly. And 5 to 6 inches, it's average. Don't feel bad. Yeah, that's true. But when I go out, if I were to go to the bars, I'd tell everybody it's at least 10 to 12 inches in my driveway. Will Skylar says, I try not to drink during my shows, but there's a first for everything. I have had a taste of adult beverages every now and then during the show. I used to do it for Clever Title Pending, but then when I stopped reading everything and I realized I had to be more show a little more discretion between what I air verbally and what I show on the screen and what I do and don't, I realized I needed my wits about me, so I stopped drinking on Tuesday nights. I'll always drink when Amy Hale's on, because she likes a sip of adult beverage every now and then. Rare occasions, I'm sure. But anyway, will she be hammered when she talks to me on Thursday night at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central? Let's find out. Tune in, all right? And it's peppermint mocha coffee, so there you go. Anyway, and Kelly Austin, glad to see you, hon. Good morning to you, darling. All health-felt salutations to you, Brian, this snowy day, and much love to you. Hope the warmth of your heart melts the snow like it's spring. It's Shameless Plug Monday, isn't it always? Pulp Reality number 2 will be coming out very soon from Charles F. Millhouse and Stormgate Press. Kelly Austin, will be concluding my story, Ace Anderson and the Curse of Dr. Atomica. Brian K. Morris, Charles Millhouse, and many more will be contributing to the adventure, mayhem, love, hate, heroism, and evil villainy. Taking center stage, the second issue will be bigger and better than the first. Save your pen. It's going to be a great issue, and I will be paired up with artist Candace Comaleri. So I'm looking forward to the fun. It's going to be great. And Joe Dog McKeel mocks us with his laughter. Carl Wisman says tomorrow at lunch in the doghouse, toy details. We're going to get an earful of all that stuff. Anyway, Scott Crocker, I drink during every show. I don't have to, but I find that I've tolerated myself more than I tolerate myself more if I've been drinking. Like a good Irish folk band that Joe and I know always say, drink more will sound better. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, but you're a fun drinker. That's the thing, Skunk. You're always a fun to listen to, man. On Stupid O'Clock, Thursdays at 9 p.m. Eastern and Saturdays at 11 p.m. Eastern. And don't forget to hang out for the after show. Or should we say, the afterglow. Joe Dog McKeel says, well, I just learned we are getting a nice windfall at the end of February. I want a big TV for the living room. Wife wants a new sofa. I guess we'll be watching the old TV on a new sofa. Oh, man. Yeah, and I was thinking, gosh, we get that stimulus check? That's cool. And when I lose a Facebook or YouTube subscriber now, I fear for the worst. Yeah. I should know better than to keep count, but I do. I keep count of my subscribers and my numbers for my shows. So, yeah, it does matter to me. And you have to wonder, like, are they okay? Did I say something to offend them? Which in my case is very likely. So anyway, Oh, here we go. Brian Rodman says YouTube and Instagram have the same issue with bots that just follow. Every couple of months, they clean out the bots, and therefore you lose followers or people just hate you. Okay, that I can understand. That latter part I can get behind. I'm not at all likable. So, I don't know why anybody tolerates me. The Skunk Cracker says, well, Joe, if the TV still works, there's no reason to get rid of it for a quote unquote new one. Meanwhile, if your couch is broken, how the hell are you going to watch TV? That's true. Beanbags, I say. And you will lose subscribers from time to time, says John B. Pike. Marijuana. YouTube will drop inactive accounts and users delete their accounts. Well, they're lost, John. They're lost because we got exciting stuff coming up. And as soon as I get organized enough, we're going to unveil some of it. And I got an idea for a new show. It's going to be a prepped show, and I may need Jeremy Woodring's help in editing it. But I have this idea for a show that I think will be a lot of fun. But it's going to take a lot of work, so I'm prepping for it. And plus, we will have a conversation show about comics soon. So anyway, Joe Dog says, Carl Wisman, you need to put your foot down about the sofa thing. At least you can choose the color. Well, don't get too optimistic there, Carl. And Nick Tucker says, also as a public service announcement, I am not, in fact, a cryptid, just a plain, simple, semi-aquatic, occasionally prophetic, furry biped, just like other humans. There we go, Nick, and at least nobody is painting political slogans on you, man. I don't think you'd stand for that. Or I think you just flap them with your flipper. That's what I think you'd do. Anyway, sir, we are proud to have the mighty Manatee Man here, the master of marketing and alliteration. Always a pleasure to have you. John B. Pica, it's worse on Facebook. I had over 12,000 likes on my Magic page, and Facebook did a purge of inactive accounts, and I lost over 2,000. Wow. That's noticeable. That's got to hurt. Well, you'll get them back, John, and more. Nick Tucker says, the Historical Fencing Guild. See, I got a nifty new link that is actually speakable. Very good, young man. Very good. And like I say, if nothing else, get a Bitly address. That helps a lot. And Lisa Malone, mwah, good to see you, darling. Good morning, Brian and Nevermorians. Good morning to you, Lisa. Mwah, hope you are doing well. And if you have a Kickstarter you want to launch, I'd suggest you talk to this pretty lady and get her advice. She has got some really successful campaigns going. Really proud of you, hun. And Carl Westman says, Woot has, wait a second. We'll read this. Thank you, honey. Thank you.
You're welcome.
My honey loves me.
I love you.
Oh, you must. You brought me coffee. What says I love you more than coffee? Shut up, Christian. Anyway, Wood has a high def webcam for less than $30 today, just for those worried about their webcams. Yeah, I bought a webcam off of Woot, and I'm having trouble with the card. I bought the right kind, I think. It fits in there, but it doesn't stay in there. So we'll see what happens. It's got some things I can use it for later, though. But yeah, I love going to Woot. They've got all kinds of crazy bargains there. It's kind of fun. And Brian Rodman, this month, the newest issue of Memoirs of an Angel will be launching on Kickstarter on February 26, 2021. It's a horror fantasy series about a ragtag group of infinite and finite beings who race against time and space to rescue a broken witch hunter from the clutches of the Dark Kingdom. It's Lord of the Rings meets The Exorcist. Join the adventure at brianrodman.com today. I've seen the early issues. That's good stuff. And Brian will be a upcoming guest on Clever Tile Pending soon. But don't forget, tomorrow night we're going to have Michael Watson on. You may not be familiar with him, some of you, but I think you're going to dig him. He's got a great attitude. He's always upbeat. And we're going to rap him. We're going to talk to him about his crazy mad rapping skills that I saw him demonstrate the other day. And Gospel Illusionist, Jake says, my Valentine's show comment didn't show up for some reason. I'm going to be doing Valentine's Day show on my church's Facebook page. It's going to be aired at 7 p.m. Valentine's Day. Well, when you do, be sure to put that link in here. I did see and read the comment earlier, so it came across to me. And Teresa Dunn has a link to Poetry Expressions to pick up that book. And Andrew Welch is here. Gizmo the Clown is in the house, and Gizmo the Super Clown has returned. I know you keep spraying for me, but somehow I keep coming back. That's right. It doesn't matter how much Lanacane we drink. Gizmo the Clown always comes back. But anyway, Andrew, is always good to see you, brother. And there we go. Check out the Facebook group of Andrew Welch. Let's give him some love, too. And Joe Dog McKeel says, if Dumbledore is supposed to be something great and good, why does it sound like a 5-year-old's Major word? Yeah, Daddy, you can just go Dumbledore, okay? Jeez. Parents, they don't understand. Right out of the pot. Oh, my God. Anyway, that's funny, Joe Dog. I love it, man. And Michaela Jade, head over to her YouTube channel and bring her into the 100 YouTube family. You got that right, Legend of the Traveling TARDIS LLC. And if you have not subscribed to this channel yet, to the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS, please do so, because Christian's got some great broadcasting stuff and some expertise. Also, check him out on Facebook and help him get to 60,000 likes before the end of this program. My philosophy, says Carl Witzman, is you may only have 59 or 268 followers, but don't worry about it. Just make the best content that you can for those special folks. Others will come. It's true. And I want to thank everyone who in the last year has really helped the Rising Tide Publications channel really shoot up there. And we are grateful for your help and your ongoing support. I really am. And we promise we're going to do everything we can to provide quality content, or the best we can do. On some mornings, some more than others. But anyway, we hope we'll give you reasons to continue to support us and to tell your friends about us. And by the way, Stupid O'Clock YouTube did not make its 100 by the end of January, so no tequila feud. Stupid O'Clock by me. Dang it, says Joe Dog McKeel. Well, you can always drink to forget, man, and then you'll forget you didn't make it, and you'll start again in February. See, I've got this figured out. I'm good with other people's problems. And Jake Lindsay, I'm going to be doing a Valentine's Day themed magic show at my church on Valentine's Day at 7 p.m. It's going to be on the Facebook page. Okay, cool. And OMG, says Charles F. Millhouse, wait till you see Jeffrey Hayes' art for Martin Williams' story for Pulp Reality #2. I am so excited. I'm going to try to get my story done as quickly as possible so Candace Camilleri has as much time as possible to whip up something amazing, and she will. Check out Candace Camilleri on Facebook. She is an incredible painter, and you need to hire her because she's awesome. And somehow, this is my fault, says the Skunk Rocker. No, usually it's my fault, dude, but thank you for trying to take the blame. Nick Tucker says, at Amazon, Nicholas Tucker, for all your sword and sci-fi needs. New publications are scheduled this month, Nick. Use the Rising Tide Publications page and let everyone know, will you please, my brother? And Kelly Austin says, hey, everyone, I've been getting some requests on when my first book from the case files of Bishop Kincaid, the Rembrandt Stratagem. I had a concussion. Yes, she did. She had a concussion. And a hell of a one, too. And dealt with some Horn's disease issues. It has been delayed by a couple of months, but will still be coming out from Stormgate Press, probably around May or June, I'm guessing. I will keep everyone updated with the latest news, and you can also check in at her group, author Kay Austin, Ramblings of a Pulp Writer, for current info. And thanks to all. Thank you for keeping us posted, Kelly, and I'm looking forward to that book. I know it's going to be fantastic. Love what you do. And the Skunk Rocker says, I thought Brian was the Monday Monster of Madness. Christian, we need clarification. And Willow Schuyler says, morning to my friends here. How are you today? Mwah. Willow, glad to see you on Facebook. Just glad to see you, darling. Hope your Monday is going well. You deserve a good Monday. And Nick Tucker says, oh, go see Amanda Tucker on Amazon too. So Amanda Tucker doesn't think I am overtly plugging Criven St. James author. She scares me. She should. Her wrath is awesome to behold. It's fun to watch with a box of fresh popcorn too. And Jake Lindsay says, YouTube didn't show my comment with the show. Same reason. Well, I think what it is, Jake, is that sometimes some words that are used are identified by YouTube as spam. But what I do is I go into YouTube after the show, and I do go through and try to okay the comment. So your comment will show up. So so give me some space before you mention it again, okay? Pardon me. And I hope lurking in the shadows overhead is Cindy Kep, www.ckoepp.com. Check out ckoepp.com. Fantastic newsletter, great publications. Check out Animal Eye. And she's currently working on the Kickstarter for it. And Lisa Malone, if you're listening, I think you ought to reach out to Cindy Kep and her publisher, Bear Publications, and see about offering your services to them. We like to make connections here. And we just had another bunch of comments, and the people you've got to look forward to, folks. And anyway, Andrew Welch says, I developed a Doctor Who fan theory recently. They recently revealed that the alien who became the Doctor was a female. I could easily see them finding out the alien was really Ashita, aka me, and the reason the Doctor cannot remember that is that whole infinite time span, finite memory thing. It would be an easy plot twist to write. That's true, it would be. And I want to see the adventures of some of those other faces too. Although I want the Joe Martin Doctor to come back so bad. She was amazing. We need more of her. And Scott Crocker says the customer service department at Walmart wouldn't take an exchange because they said they don't do exchanges anymore, just refunds. Huh? Oh, okay. Well, you can just get, I think the last thing I took back, I got the money back for it. It was one of those things. I bought an item and I said I bought the wrong one in my haste and I'd like to exchange. And they said, we'll just give you the money, and I just went back and bought the thing I was supposed to. So, it's just, I think it's a bookkeeping thing, Skunk. If that's the worst thing that happens to you on this Monday, brother, I think you're going to be okay. And we're glad you're here. We really are. Which was just very. How dare it vary like that? And Grant Lankard sent me his questionnaire for a future edition of his newsletter. Please subscribe. I'm curious if I can get a hold of back issues. Yes, go to monarchpublishing.net and you can see the results of his interviews. And Marlon Williams, he is awesome. I'm impressed. Marlon, we're glad you're here. Good morning and welcome to the program. And we like to promote here. So if you've got a Facebook page you want to promote, or a project, or your website, or your YouTube page, put the link in the comments, and we will share it. And Skunk gets a new COVID rule, says Joe Dog McKeel. What? Kentucky with COVID rules? When did that start? And Brian Rodman says, go forth and tip your host aggressively on patreon.com/Brian K. Morris and shove 1 million Bitcoinage into his digital trousers. Is Bitcoin real money? Probably not. Well, the funny thing is, and let's get that address up. Shut up, Christian. And let's see here. Did I didn't delete that. No, I didn't. Okay, good. Yes, we are on Patreon, where every month we have actually a couple times a week, if not more, we have offerings. We have our special blog called Every Blog Should Have a Title. And we also have been posting first draft flash fiction chapters from an upcoming book that is currently being called The Terrors. And it's a twist on classic Golden Age comic book characters. But like I said, actually we talked about it on Jody McPhee's show, Exegy Studios YouTube show, from the Small Press Publisher, and I blanked out on the name. I'm sorry, but anyway, please check out Patreon, where once a month, or actually every month, for a modest fee, you get all kinds of cool stuff, just like these wonderful people here. So please check it out. Your support is always gratefully appreciated and acknowledged. We do acknowledge when you show us some financial love. But anyway, that's what we got going there. Thank you so much. And appreciate that, Brian Rahman. And check out the Dastardly Dingoes Wednesday night at 8 p.m. It's going to be a lot of fun. And Scott Crocker says, oops, I hit enter by accident. It's very inconvenient to say the least. And then they refunded me in cash, which is like, I don't use cash anyway. Brian, I'm over it now. I'm enjoying listening to the show. Well, I'm glad, Skunk. We want you happy, brother. And we hope you have a great day. And yeah, I get that. But at the same exact time, I literally had purchased a product to turn around to exchange it because I bought the wrong one. Yeah, see, just like I did. And it's funny, Joe, isn't that kind of ironic that, there's new COVID, they have this COVID policy of giving cash instead of just taking a straight up return or an exchange. And they offer you cash, which is some of the filthiest things in existence. Cash carries like every bit of dirt it ever touches, plus DNA. And in some $20 bills and higher, you can actually find traces of cocaine in a lot of them. So I don't know why, but yeah, it's ironic that you are, you can't get credit or just make a straight up exchange, but because of COVID rules, but then they give you money, which is handled by strangers. Okay, anyway. Oh, since I am going to be publishing small projects, says Nicholas Anthony Tucker, folks, and know that I almost always post preview art at deviantart.com/Nick T. Please check out that page. He's got a lot of stuff. And there he is, Darren Morgan. Hello, Brian. Hello, Mother. How are you, Darren? Good to see you. Moonlight Films on YouTube. You got to check that page out because Moonlight Films is a small independent film company out of southern Indiana, but their stuff doesn't look like, like they don't have a budget. It's really good stuff, well directed, really splendid stuff, and I'm in a couple of them. But the nice thing is you can watch the movies on YouTube, and Moonlight Film still gets paid. Isn't that great? But anyway, Darren, it's good to see you, man. Always I miss you guys. Hope you're doing well, my friend. And Scott Rocker says they have 2 cargo nets on the shelf, and I wanted the one with hooks, and I got the one without hooks because the boxes look identical, except one word, and I didn't know there was a difference. Well, that's all right. We got it fixed, right? Joe Dog McKeel says, BKM, you need to watch Saturday's Stupid O'Clock, especially around the 1 hour, 30-minute mark. I put Louis on the floor laughing. Oh, my God, that's worth it right there. Oh, and again, thank you for that video this morning. That was so very much appreciated. And she sounds like so much fun. And Comic Sucks with Pops fans, and congratulations on CromCon Europe this weekend. And first use of a toilet is always scary. Is it going to leak everywhere? What's up, people? I came in at a weird time. Yeah, your timing is flawless on this one, Pops. Pops, hope you're having a great morning. Good to see you, brother. And Scott Crocker says that's a whole story. It's not a big deal. It's more the way I was treated by Walmart's terrible customer service department. Yeah, you think you see robots on the internet. Oh my God, I think it's who they've got like second generation like the old Walt Disney, like automatons or something, they just escaped from a theme park or something. No emotion, very little help. Of course, I hear a lot of things about Walmart that they've tightened up their regulations on their employees. And to the point where if you're supposed to take a break, you are to go directly to the break room and you can't help anyone. I have a friend who's wheelchair bound and she couldn't reach something. And she asked one of the employees, could you please reach up and just hand that to me? And they said, no, I can't do it. I'm on break, and walked past her. She called the company, and there might be a person looking for a job right now. Anyway, Scott Cracker says, yeah, I wasn't there for this, so I still don't know what Joe Dog and I did. I have to go back and watch it myself, which I'll probably do after this show. Well, I probably will be joining you too, and so will Ryan Permisson. Ryan, good to see you, man, and I will get a date for you. And good morning, Nevermorians. How are you? Booked so many guests for season 2 of the interview series. Get excited and check out their Patreon at It's Nerd Culture at patreon.com. Yeah, Ryan, we will get back to you this week. I got to talk to the wife about it. And Cow Cookies, Colonel S.T. Potter, retired. Yes, and good morning, Philip Thompson. Good to see you. Morning, Philly Phil Art, and comics reach 185 people and 4 engagements. Good work, man. Keep up the good work, and you're doing it regularly. You're doing it right, Philip. It will pay off, believe me. Ryan Robin, very much looking forward to you and Christian Basil recording with us this week. Oh, be careful what you ask for. We will be talking about imposter syndrome, but also the importance of taking care of yourself in a culture that is oversaturated with an unrealistic and unhealthy work ethic demand. Yeah. And I think, well, maybe I'll save it for the show, but I think what makes it worse is how few people have a work ethic. It's like I get a lot of work simply because they know I can produce. And Rick Bradley says, I have an Amazon author page. Everything I'm in can be found there. Nightmare Collective, Marvin's Night Out, Tales of the Weird and Strange. No, it's not about me. And Pulp Reality #1. Brian is in a couple of those as well. Buy him anyway. But anyway, check out that bit.ly address. And Rick Bradley, good morning, brother. Good to see you. hope you had a great weekend. And Pop says Eggs and G Studio. And check out Connor's Kickstarter, great comic series about a rogue samurai. Oh man, we got to check that out. And Swords and Solace, the Legend of a Ronin Assassin. That was that. Oh, I'm digging the title, Ryan. Thank you for sharing that. And check out it's Nerd Culture on Hanging with Web Show Network. You will dig it. And yippee, a short month, only 4 Mondays. Yeah, there's some days I feel like I'm doing well if I'm down to 4 Mondays a week. You know what I'm saying? Check out the merch shop, rather. There's my plug. And Ryan Permisson, does anyone collect Funko Pops? If so, what's your favorite one? Yeah. Hi, I'm Brian. Hi, Brian. And I collect Funko Pops. I don't collect many. My favorite, oh my God. I have a couple that I love with all my heart. Actually, I love them all. Probably my favorite, I gotta say my favorite two, though. One is King Tut from Batman 66. I love that character. I love Batman 66. And Victor Buono, an incredible actor. And then my other one is Orko from Masters of the Universe. Orko is my spirit animal. And in fact, Ryan, I actually cosplayed as Orko once upon a time. So yeah, it's like, man, yeah, I've got to get a shelf or only one shelf, hopefully, for my Funko Pops. I did see in bleedingcool.com over the weekend something I am sorely tempted by, and they are doing a series. They've got those 3 3/4 inch Funkos, and it is going to be, I guess it's going to be a series, and I hope it is, of classic comic book characters and a small Funko Pop. Like, and the first one's going to be Action Comics #1, and they've got Superman in the cover version of the character, which if you look at the chest emblem, it looks more like a gladiatorial shield, actually more like what the Guardian carried in the Newsboy Legion strip by Simon and Kirby. But it was only for that issue and in one piece of promo art, but it wasn't like a triangle as originally. But the cover, if you look really hard, it's like kind of like this, then flattens out, then goes in, then comes down, then comes to a point at the bottom with an S in the middle of it. And they're going to make the Funko Pop based on that. I'm excited by that. Rick Bradley says, I also have a website at authorrickbradley.com. And he's right, he does. And Back of the Cereal Box on YouTube says, thanks everyone. We just hit 300 subscribers on Back of the Cereal Box. Well done, John. Well done. And there he is, Luke Stone. Good morning, Nevermorians. Luke Stone, good to see you. LukeStoneStudios.com, also on Facebook. And Hybrids, The Killing Field. Part 1 went live last night. And all first day backers get a free print, and check that. I'm gonna have to check that out. How did I miss that? And Comics Talk to Pop and Zen says, or they are getting suspended. That could possibly be. Anyway, Luke, good luck with your Kickstarter, man. And don't forget, you have carte blanche to use the Rising Tide Publications page to promote, okay? And I know this will upset a few. I admire this lady, and she is great for what she does, but Elizabeth Windsor is not my queen. I don't know. She's making Britain great again. I don't know what it is. But anyway, Kyle Guthrie, who we adore in a manly sort of way, says, join Glowcat and Skunk Rocker every Sunday night at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central for Scrubhouse Video Club Live, a discussion of schlocky cinema, from cheesy horror films to brainless action flicks, dumb kids movies to insane martial arts pictures. Scrubhouse Video Club loves it all. So easy to watch, with 3 different platforms on Facebook, on Twitch TV, and on YouTube. SVCL is rated MA, Web MA for language, and is considered not safe for work. And then Christian died. Anyway, Kyle, thank you for that, brother. Always appreciated. And I purge inactive accounts myself. Yeah, I purged them. I haven't made a big deal of it, but I went through my personal page on Facebook. And I've been going through my Instagram page, and I'm purging inactive accounts too. So if you don't interact with me, and one day you wake up and you see, you do check out my channel and you see add friend, That's why. And Michaela Jade says, "Oh, did y'all know it's Kathy Jackson's birthday? Hop on over to her Facebook page and wish her a happy birthday." Yes, I wished her one before the show. Thank you for reminding me, Michaela. Today is author Kathy Jackson's birthday. Please wish her a happy birthday. She's a great friend of this channel and of us. And she's a wonderful writer too. And Joe Dog, wow, you don't love the Queen? Asks Carl Witzman. Well, maybe he's like Johnny Rodden. Johnny Rodden didn't have a lot nice to say about her. And back in the cereal box, I had to hop off for a minute to talk to a TV producer in New York City. They have seen our road trip videos and are interested in us hosting a TV travel show. Excellent. Keep us posted, John. Congratulations. Good luck with that, man. And speaking of coffee, time to brew myself a cup. Only a cup, Willow? Come on. And are you at work right now? Commandeer a machine or something. And webcam with a card. What the Carly? We need to go over there soon. No, it's I got one, and it's got. In fact, I used it one night for the green room. Gives a good picture, but to record anything, you have to have a card in it, so it doesn't have any memory inside. I need to start working with it again. I recently subscribed to the StreamYard YouTube channel. That has been way informative, and I've got one video I'm going to watch today and take notes that I'm gonna make everyone so jealous with the coolness of this show. And cool, says Joe Dog McKeel. And I love Queen. I do too. I mean, Freddie Mercury was great. And good job, John. Proud of you. Seriously, John. Well done. Keep us posted, man. Seriously. And Scott Clark, why does this thing keep wanting to send the message when I'm trying to backspace like YouTube and did an update or something? Yeah, they did something. I don't know what's going on. Because I was having trouble with StreamYard uploading the announcement for the show. I think partly because I was trying to transfer a file to someone else at the same time with WeTransfer.com, which I really recommend. It's a great service. And I think I was using too many resources or something, but it just would not take until this morning, and then it finally uploaded. I don't know what was going on, and it could be that since we had the snow here in this neighborhood, that more people were on the local interweb. So who knows? Anyway, cool, John B. Yes, and Michaela Jade, the author, says it's flipping cold out today. Yeah, I'm flipping the cold too. We are supposed to go to a local cemetery to find the oldest graves that only few know about. Ooh, that sounds like fun, Michaela. That sounds like fun. And Rick Bradley, I'm working on a timeline for one of my anthologies, and I'm thinking I'm going overboard. Looks like I'll have to jump a ton of time to get to the present. Yeah, it's kind of like me and Doc Saga. I understand. And it's funny because I'm writing this story and I had to look up Doc, and it's like, where is he at this point in time? I couldn't remember, because there is something about Doc that if you read the and this is kind of to intrigue everyone else, Doc Saga is my ageless white shaman character. And let's see, right now he was born at around 1760, and he's still alive, obviously. So which would make him 40, 60, like 260 years old. However, physically he's 300. So there's a reason. Anyway, Mark Leonard knows why, and he agrees from the prairie. Mark, hope you get dug out soon. Hope everything is well for you in the wilds of Illinois. Good to see you as always. Carl Wisman says, please don't forget to put a like on here. Yes, please. We appreciate all the likes. And right now on our YouTube channel at this moment, there are 16 people watching us. And if we could get at least 16 likes, it would just take a second, and we would appreciate it. If you enjoy any part of the show, please do. And Luke Stone just backed it. I can't wait to hold it in my grubby hands. Oh, my goodness. Brian, thank you, Brian Rodman, for that vivid picture. And Carl Winston says, wear your warmest corset, Michaela. Yeah. And Michael Leary, good morning, everyone. Good morning, Darkest Honor author. Please check out Darkest Honor by Michael Leary. Great vampire romance book. Wonderful. And the removal of adverbs and ingverbs strengthens prose. Yes, it does, Mark. I'm doing my best to follow that rule. It really does, especially if you do pulp style writing. I'm finding that it's a good challenge, and especially if I can do it in the first draft, that's helping a lot. But anyway, good to see you, man. Hope your morning's going well. And Amy Hill, as always, mwah, good morning, all. Good morning to you, darling. Looking forward to 8 p.m., 7 p.m. on Amy Hale's Angels, where I will be creative as hell with the one and only Amy Hale. We're going to have a good conversation, and we hope you watch us. We are going to have fun. There is no alternative. Bless you, sweetie. My honey coughed. And Rick Bradley says, good morning, Amy. And Joe Dog McKeel says, I think everyone that wants to make a political statement for either side must do it on video and breathing helium. That's the only way I tend to take it seriously. And Rick Bradley says, Walmart used to not even do returns for quite a while when COVID started. That's true. And my local Walmart gave me a gift card instead of cash. Definitely cleaner. Now, that's the way to do it. And the thing is, if you do a lot of a number of returns, and I see people doing returns constantly, probably the same people. If that thing's rechargeable, I think that's a great idea. Good thinking. We're your local Walmart, Rick. And peace out, bro. Gotta do that day job stuff. Talk to you later. Andrew Welsh, thank you for being here. Gizmo the Clown. Hope you have a great day, my friend. Have a great one indeed. Phil Thompson says he reached 185 people and 4 engagements, and I think once I create my groups, I can get more views and customers by doing an iCarly-like show for my art, doing the work while they watch. I'll offer an auction once. Well, that's a great idea, Philip. A number of popular YouTube videos and Facebook also feature artists drawing their characters. That's a super idea. Well thought out, sir. Well thought out. And the Historical Fencing Guild on YouTube says the lack of returns is because they don't want the logistics of sanitizing and storing separate items for safety. That makes sense. And can I do an iCarly show like doing my work on Patreon? Sure. There's capability for doing video on there. I think you have to tie it into a service like StreamYard or OBS or Facebook Live even. I saw Facebook Live hooks up to it. But that's a good thought. And it shows you're thinking about your promotion. That's good, Phil. Proud of you, man. Means you're doing it right. Pops Van Zandt says, I will be showcasing Luke Stone on Monday Madness, launching Hybrids, The Killing Fields at 8 p.m. Eastern tonight. Check that out. That's going to be a lot of fun. I will check that out too, Pops. And Kelly Austin says, my apartment building has been approved to come and give COVID shots. Please, everyone, do what you need to do to get your shot. Don't wait. Waiting could be a bad idea later. More shots are on the way, so if you get signed up, do it now. No one deserves to get sick or worse. Yeah, I had a dear friend of mine, DJ Gidget, who I've mentioned on the show, woodyradio.com. Please listen to that. It's a great indie station. And she has been taking all proper precautions, and I know her so very well. And if anyone's taking precautions, it's her, because she's got some people around her that could be at risk, and she's got it, it's like, and I know John Pica had it last year, and I know he was taking all proper precautions. It's getting closer, people. We've got to take that vaccine. In Indiana, I believe that we are running through our shots rather quickly, and we've got 70 and older, with frontline hospital medical care workers in the first wave. And then after that, it's going to be 65 or older. By the time it comes to me, I will qualify because I'm turning 65 in a month or so. So, and I promise I'm going to get my shot because I've got to save the world. And this is how we do it. And Funko Pop's company went out of business, says Monica O'Leary. Don't you start that now. I did that a few months ago on my page, and boy, did I get reamed out. Oh, never going to give you up, though. Anyway, Historical Fencing Guild. My favorite Funko Pop is my Elvira, though. My Sookie Stackhouse always makes me laugh. Yeah, I've got some other cool ones, like Evil Lynn, of course, that reminds me of my darling T.L. Shively. She's Evil Lynn and I'm her Orko. Also, let's see what else. I have a 13th Doctor without her jacket. I have I found a Missy at Myers stores recently. And what else from Doctor Who? And a Reconnaissance Dalek. I don't want to own every Dalek. I really don't. But I do want some other other cool Funko Pops, and there are some. Now, Rick Bradley has quite a few. I can't choose one favorite, but I love my Mr. Rogers Deadpool dress as Bob Ross, more cowbell, and Flashing Gremlin. Oh my God, Flashing Gremlin. That sounds cool. That's one. I wasn't a big fan of the Gremlins movie. But that was funny. The flashing was funny. And Amy Hale, oh my God, this woman needs an intervention. I'm not sure you should get me started. Short version, I have all The Office, all Supernatural, and most of Doctor Who, and I also have a few random others. Yeah, she's got like a solid wall behind her of her Funko Pops. Amy Hale defines Funko addiction. And Willow Skylar has 2 Elvira Funkos, trying to keep it that way. Well, Cookie has a Cookie Monster Funko Pop. It is adorbs. It's totes adorbs. It really is. And Amy Hale, what? No, they're actually doing really well. They're in the middle of Funko Fair 2021 right now. That's true. Yeah, no, there was somebody had started one of those Rickrolling things where you clicked on the article and it took you to a Rickroll site. And I'm not going to say who did it, but it was another Rick that did it to me. You know who you are. And it was fun. And I know it was fake, but I thought it was funny. I love the Rick rolls. But so many, I posted on my page. And so the thing was, the Funko Pop Corporation had to say, would you please stop sharing that, people? It's making their lives hell, because people would just read the headline that Funko Pops were no longer going to be made, and people were losing their crap, but they didn't check out the article. And everybody on my page was like, look at the article. And I had a couple people going, yeah, I did look at the article. That's not fair that they're going to cancel the whole line. And it's like, okay, stupid. Anyway, Brian asks the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS LLC, how long did it take before you were allowed to change your link on YouTube? I did mine immediately, but it was kind of a process. I didn't get like a notice from a formal notice. Or no, I did get a formal notice from YouTube about it. But I still had to go through, like, I had to like drop the name, cancel it out, the original name, which with all the alphabet soup, and then redo it. And even then, it still filled in part of it for me, and I didn't care for it. And I hear that if I get a little higher up the food chain, I can change it again, which I'm looking forward to. And XG Studio says, happy birthday, Kathy. Happy birthday, Kathy Jackson. We love you. And his circle, here we go, back in the cereal box now, Pops Collector, but I have a few that I love. The Phantom, yes, I have a Phantom one too. That is a beautiful one. Rocketeer, Craven the Hunter, and Superior Octopus. Yeah, I'd like to get the Rocketeer, because I love that movie. I think it is a great one. And let's see, here we go. And oh my goodness. And we got another comment dump. Anyway, Historical Fencing Guild says, I have 2 regular ones and the rock candy, but couldn't afford the laying on the couch variant. Oh no. Eric Radley, yeah, Funko is going strong, and then some. And Michaela Jade is still at 59 subs. And yeah, but there's some dominatrixes that never mind. Skunk Rocker says, hey Nick, next Stupid O'Clock, make sure to show me your Sookie. We don't allow that sort of thing on here, Skunk. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what it's. Oh, it's a Funko Pop. Never mind then. Kelly Austin said, I just tried drinking raspberry coffee for the first time, and she's addicted. Well, I've been drinking flavored coffee for decades, and I haven't become addicted yet. Yes, I stole that from MASH. And Willow Skylar says, I have Elvira's Couch Funky. And her black dress one, she has the mummy one out, and I get teased with it constantly. Oh, I'd pay to watch that. Anyway, Historical Fancy Guild, when do your Doc Saga comics start? Still in the works? Yeah, I'm the slowest editor on earth. I'm a pretty fast writer, but man, when it comes to editing, I am definitely slow. We are going to get it out this year, though. I do promise you that. Joe Dog McKeel, you know, with my luck, if an apocalypse hit that took out 99.9% of humanity, I would most likely survive. You and Keith Richards and the cockroaches, man, and probably me. Rick Radley, I was pretty nervous writing for Doc Saga. I always want to take care of others' toys. Can't wait to read everyone else's stories. Yeah, they are really good. I am so excited about that. And yours is awesome too. Historical Fencing Guild, I do need to eventually show off my wall of cool. Yes, you do, man. You do. And Scott Rocker says, Joe, do you really think that after all the BS you've pulled over these years, that if there was an apocalyptic event, that someone wouldn't come and hunt you down? And Joe Dog says, well, I would hope. And Carl Witzman says, what was that thing where people went wild every so often? That's when people would hunt down Joe Dog. That's right. So, Joe Dog, if anyone asks if you are the body, just say yes, okay? And the Purge, that's right. There we go. I'm also thinking of that old Star Trek episode. Well, on a somber note, today would have been my grandmother's 100th birthday, says Brian Rodman. She passed at 97 years old. This past weekend, I hung up a couple of her old wall decor in my house and studio. Her life was a great legacy of joy and love. She certainly was a hip grandma. Hugs and love on those who are in your life now, folks. Definitely. And sending one to you, Brother Brian. Seriously. Historical Fencing Guild says, Joe Dog, at the end of the universe with the stars blinking out, it will be Tyre and Azazi out of Victoria by Barbarossa, the cockroaches, and you trying to arrange the cockroach space program. There we go. And Elon Musk will be setting up the next launch too. And Carl Westman, that was it. I forget things. Did I take my anti-milk pill today? Better take another one. Better take one for me. And Miguel Jade, by the way, Fern from Skyman is a badass. I wonder what I was reading lately. Oh my goodness, you were probably reading one of my favorite books ever. Brian, stall for time. Brian, stall for time while you try to get that thing out. The book, that is. And where did I? Oh, it's right under my elbow. No wonder I couldn't find it. Anyway, Skyman, the original Skyman, Battles of Master Steam. If you like plucky heroines, you're going to love Fawn Carroll. She was my favorite character to write in there, Michaela. Anyway, it's the original Skyman, Battles of Master Steam, with an introduction by Roy Thomas. Beautiful cover by Pat Boyette. And please check it out. If you like Sky Captain or Indiana Jones or the Rocketeer, you will dig the fast-paced action of the original Skyman. And Ryan Permisson says, check out the latest episode of my podcast where I talk about movies I've seen recently, and subscribe today. He appreciates the support. And check out the Nerdcast episode 84 on Anchor FM. There we go. And when can everyone get a vaccine? Phil, because vaccines are in such limited supply. Right now, they're doing it in waves. And right now, in the state of Indiana, people who are frontline hospital workers and people who are 70 years or older can get the shot right now. I've been told, I was told by my doctor last week, in fact, that he hears that 65 and older will be in the next wave. And I think, I don't remember who's supposed to get it with us, but chances are I'm probably going to wait till Cookie can get hers just to make sure. So soon, young man, soon. But see, at your age, Philip, you have the advantage of having less, unless you have an underlying health condition, such as heart disease or diabetes, you have a better chance of surviving it. Now, you still can contract it as easily as I can, but because I'm 65 with an underlying health condition, I have a greater chance of dying. And someone else will have to do this show, and I can't bear to have one of you people stuck with that job. Anyway, back in the cereal box, all those looking to increase views, like, and engagements, nothing happens without advertising. $5 is all it takes. That's true. You can go to Fiverr. You can also go to, like Facebook ads. That helps too. There are ways. In fact, just even free, just talk about it. Put it on your website. It's like, I talk to so many people who think, well, I can't advertise. That's like prostituting myself. Well, it's like I said on Jody McPhee's show the other night, then I'm hanging on the street corner ready for your money. Okay, I brought my pole with me. I'm ready for those singles to slide in under my waistband. I am a whore. I admit it. And Comic Stocks with Pop Van Zandt, his daughter-in-law works a nursing home in Indiana for another type of podcast. Yeah. She has, I know that. Oh, also people in the nursing homes were getting it too. In fact, I guess in Indiana, the governor last week said that he has gotten enough of the occupants of nursing homes inoculated that they're pulling the National Guard, who had to help with the injections even. So we're actually doing pretty good. Tippecanoe County, where we're at, went from red level, which is like we're in the deep poop, okay, back to orange. And in fact, I think all but 5. There at one point there were like only about 3 counties that were not in the red area, including ours. And everybody now, except for 5 counties, I think we are now at least orange or lower. So we're making progress, but we all have to stay on top of it. And I saw Johnson and Johnson is trying to get a fast track from the FDA for their vaccine, which can be stored with regular refrigeration. And while it doesn't have quite the success rate of the Moderna or the Pfizer, I think it is, inoculations, this one is only one shot, does it all, and it is 100%. There's no fatalities with it, so it's got its uses. And also the president has fast-tracked production of the existing COVID vaccines. Anyway, so stay strong, people. We got it going. Oh, and good news, I will be at the Indie Author Book Expo in Peoria, May 29th. Good for you, Michaela. Good for you. That makes me happy. It really does. And I look forward to seeing you there. And maybe we can talk Jen into putting us next to each other. And she's like, no, one of my conditions is I would not be next to Brian. Anyway, but no, it's going to be a good time. It's going to be a good time. And it's in your backyard, for God's sakes, Michaela. So it's good that you're going. I'm glad to hear that. I really am. Thank you for letting me know. I appreciate that. And because last thing I saw was you weren't going, then Jen says you are, and then it's like, I'm glad we could get that straightened out. And hey, John, where would you spend that $5? Asked Skunk Rocker. And back in the cereal box, okay, and we read that earlier during the dump. And Rick Bradley says, yeah, that was me. I couldn't help sending it out. Never going to give you up, Brian. Yep, same with me. Never going to say goodbye either. Yeah, and I gotta send you a link. I found a video over the weekend. There is someone who takes YouTube or takes musical lyrics and runs them through Google Translate over and over until they're incomprehensible. And they do a beautiful parody of Never Going to Give You Up and Rickrolling. Remind me, Rick, I've got to send that to you. I think you'll laugh out loud when you see it. And wait, asked back in the cereal box, did Brian just say he was not a big fan of the Gremlins movie? We can no longer be friends. Well, I can still tolerate your lack of movie taste. No, that's the thing. I don't follow everyone, and in my taste, I don't care for Gremlins. It's okay, and like everyone gets all warm and runny over the Goonies. I really find that movie annoying after a certain point. I mean, it's cool to see all the actors that went on, and Richard Donner does a good job of directing. But after about the halfway point, all it is to me is a bunch of kids yelling all the time. There's no quiet. There's just like yelling at the top of their lungs. And I'm like, would you kids just shut the hell up? If they were mine, I'd have probably opened up the sluices and drowned them myself. But anyway, Legend of the Traveling TARDIS says, I begged my friends if they got me something Doctor Who not to get me Funko Pops. I said, if I get one, I will get them all and they will sit around. My friend got me 3. I hate her now. Yeah, that's how it is. They cannot breed, so they must recruit. That's how it's done. And I'm the one that got urged Cookie to get the first one. And then I'm thinking, those are pretty nice. I do like them. And then I try to get them when I get them at a reasonable price. So, and anyway, and I sit with 10 more. Yeah, I've only got 3 Doctor Who related ones. And yes, I want them all, at least one. Of every Doctor and some of the villains. I've got Reconnaissance Dalek. I'm perfectly happy. I also have a War Doctor. So I was pretty happy with that. Joe Dog McKeel. One would think this is funny. Sometimes I am only acting normal. Yeah, I'm the same way, but I'm a ham and I'm not doing a very good job of it. But someone who does do a good job of it is Cindy Cat, CKOEPP.com. Check out her newsletter. Check out her book. She is an incredible author. And good morning. Check this out. Oh, Smashwords, that's me. Thank you. And Skunkcracker, yeah. acting. And did Brian just reference the return of the Archons? Yes, I did, young man. Yes, I did. And I'm at 6 foot tall. Method, okay. Okay, and Cindy Cap says, you can't go wrong there. Go to Amazon and look up my books. Thank you, such as the original Skyman Battles Master of Steam, which Cindy Cap has read and enjoyed. So please check it out. Thank you very much, Cindy. You are awesome. The Historical Fencing Guild's awesome too. Funko Pop question. I know this is nearly impossible. I'd love to score a Styles Stilinski for my wife. Teen Wolf fan fiction jump-started her to renew her writing dreams. That's awesome. That's awesome. Talk to Eric Hawkins. Eric knows a lot about Funko Pops that I don't. And he's got his finger on the pulse. So please check it out. Check in with Eric Hawkins. I'm sure he'd be glad to help you. All right. And Carl Wilson says, I can recall original Star Trek titles, but I can't remember if I took a pill. I must have that, whatever it's called. Yeah, I know. Me too. I didn't remember that till just now. And City Cap, and this is a lot of fun. Go to Mr. Nicholas Anthony Tuckard on Amazon and learn how to kill people safely with swords and play a great pickup game when you're done. And these are the jokes, people. That's right, Carl Witzman. Vaudeville isn't dead. This is just how it smells. And Historical Fencing Guilds goes, oh, timer's disease, Uncle Carl. I have early onset. I've had since I was 8. Dude. And Rick Bradley, Facebook told me Cindy Cap is watching with me, and I may have overlooked the word with. I got excited for a moment. I would too. She's a wonderful lady. I adore her and look forward to seeing her on the road this year. With any luck, hopefully we will get this Maestro and Miley Cyrus under control and Cindy can leave her house. Seriously, we do wish that for her and everyone who is fearful of the Peter pandemic, as we all should be properly and appropriately terrified. Anyway, Cindy Cap says, for magical fun, check out John Pica, also on Amazon. Check out Big Daddy Cool himself. And today, says Carl Witzman, I went out into the woods to hunt for a cryptid and forgot my FLIR camera. Damn it. Oh, yeah, you get so many in Danville. Actually, the fun thing is I did some research and found out there may have been sightings of the Mothman in north central Illinois at one point. And Joe Dog McKeel says, and now for my serious motivational post of the day. Trust is such a fragile thing. It takes years to build and seconds to destroy. That is profound, and that is so true. That is so true, Joe Dog. Thank you for sharing that. And again, thank you for sharing Nicole Arbor on my page. She is awesome. And let's see. And and I've got a message from Kathy Jackson. We may have some friends at the Peoria show. That is cool to know. And go to Sarnard76 for some vintage cartooniness. The artwork of Bill Sarn. Please check it out, where everything old is new again. And Brian Rodman says, folks like me will be able to get the vaccine with you, my dear BKM. Those of us who have more than one extreme high-risk underlying condition. Yeah. I mean, I've got a heart murmur. Plus I do have hypertension, not just ultra tension, but hypertension. But anyway, Brian, we will get this and we will help make this. We'll build that herd immunity together, brother. Pops Van Zandt says she worked Michigan, quit, and went to Indiana, works there now. It is crazy in both places, really. I can only imagine. And please thank your daughter for, her courage during this time. I know it's not easy for her, but we hope she stays safe. We really do, Pops. And thank you for sharing it with us. Cindy Cap, the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS, now has its own YouTube page. You should scare them up. And you should sign up for that page too. We got a whole bunch of Nevermorians. We need to get above 100 views or 100 subscribers. So please contribute. All right. Monica Leary says Facebook ads, that helps too. I believe that when it comes to COVID, there's something lying in our genome that makes us either less susceptible or more susceptible to it. Prime example is I've seen people with one foot on a banana peel, the other foot in the grave, get COVID and come out of it just fine. Then I've also seen perfectly healthy young people get COVID and die from it. Yeah. I've also noticed that it takes out one family member. It's likely to take out others. Granted, some of that is close and it cut off, Monica. There is a character limit on StreamYard, so I'm not seeing it on my screen, unfortunately. But no, it is. The randomness of this is so amazing in a macabre sort of way, in that, I had a friend at the almost exactly a year ago. He was like in his late 30s, and he cosplays as Captain America and doesn't need padding for his suit. You know what I mean? I mean, he is Captain America, and he came down with a bad case of it that had him in the hospital. He coughed so hard at one point he threw his back out, and to this day, as far as I know, he still doesn't have his sense of smell or taste back. That's the one thing about this disease that is different from a cold or a flu, in that there are neurological effects in some people. And again, it's like some people can get a cold and just breeze through it, and some people are laid out for a week with a cold. And we are getting mutations, and there's at least two distinct mutations happening now. One is more communicable. The other one is not only more communicable, but it's more uh, more deadly. So everyone, what I say at the end of the show, I mean it. Stay smart, stay safe, and wash your hands. Okay. Uh, Also, don't apologize for being awesome. And it says the Historical Fencing Guild, I am chilling with Waldo and Carmen, San Diego. Good luck. And yes, Michaela says, Carleen from YouTube. Cindy Cap says, check out the Historical Fencing Guild on Friday nights at 7 p.m. Central for fun sword stuffs. Learn to kill each other safely. With Nick Tockard. Also, please get his book, The Simple Sword, available on Amazon. Back of the cereal box says, my dad got COVID between the first and second dose of his vaccine. Now he has to start all over 21 days from now. Eee. We're navigating it together, John. We're all in this together now more than ever. And sign up for Rising Tide newsletter before 5 p.m. today, or you will miss out. Definitely, Syndicate, thank you for that. Yes, it's going out at 5 p.m. today. So please sign up. We will, let's put it, there we go. And you can sign up at this address here. Do a screen capture so you can type out that address, or simply go to risingtide.pub. And there's a space where you can fill in your information yourself, or send me the information, send me your email information, and I will sign you up personally. Okay. Anyway, thank you, Cindy. Cindy, you're the best. CKOEPP.com. For a fantastic newsletter of her own. You really need to get that. And he got it in the hospital. Yeah, I have a friend, she's wheelchair bound. She's had a number of health setbacks over the last 4 or 5 years, but she is going to go. She wants to go back in. She's rehabilitated herself to the point where she is reversing her colostomy, but she's not going into the hospital right now because the hospitals are so full of COVID patients, and it's so easily communicable. And with her compromised immune system, she is screwed, blued, and tattooed. So she is holding off on that surgery until the rates go down sufficiently. But we have been freeing up hospital space here in the state of Indiana, at least most places. So that's a good thing. We're showing some progress finally. Pops fans, and I have 6 pops, a big Thanos, and 2 Star Wars pops. I want a Pops pop. Well, I know at one point you couldn't get them made, and I think you still can. I just don't know how much. I don't remember what they cost, but there's setup fees and everything, Pops. But you could give those away during a CromCon or something. That would be cool. Or a specific guest or whatever. And Carl Wisman says, all the germs hang out at the hospital. It's the worst place. Yeah, and all the sick people, too. Ew. Cindy Cap back in the stereo boxes on 8 a.m. Central on Saturday on YouTube. Thank you, Cindy Cap and Legend Traveling TARDIS. Michaela Jade's backyard. Oh, yeah. Boom, chicka, wow, wow. And Pop said, Carl is right. Don't go where the sick people go. That's right. They'll make you one of them. And Cindy Kep is riding on the edge, says Brian Rodman, who's usually on the edge himself, but in a different way. If you want your life to be changed, head on over to CKOEPP.com and check out original works like Animal Eye. My goodness, what a great story. Also sign up for her fantastic newsletter. You got that right. She is awesome. And Skunk Rocker says, my favorite movie is A Nightmare on Elm Street Part 5, so it's not like I have any room to talk. Okay. I like that movie. That was a good one. Awesome. Michaela J says, Legend Traveling TARDIS. Brian Robin says, did BKM just tell the Goonies to get off his lawn? Yeah, get off my mastodon riddled lawn. Seriously. Yep, I'll die quietly at home. Carl Witzman, yeah, me too. Probably shoveling snow in my case. Willow Schuyler says, I'm sorry to hear that, John. Hope your dad heals up and gets better soon. Sending positive vibes for healing. Love you, Willow. You're awesome. You really are. You're a good example for all of us. And yep, they came after us. Okay, Rick. Okay, we're going. Oh, they came after us one. And then Christian died. I started to read that. Came after us one-eyed Willie. Yeah, and I've got to upload. Trevor Hawkins made that for me, and I've got to upload the updated version of that. Speaking of loading things up, check out our patrons at Patreon. Thank you all very much. You are so appreciated, like you wouldn't believe. And let's see, here we go. And Joe Dog McGill says, I got an Amy Hill's sort of list the other night. Got on Amy Hill's case. Got on her case. Yeah, I know. Me too. I'm at the top of the list. And poor John's dad. I agree, Carl. John, we hope your dad gets better fast. And Cindy Kep, sign up for Patreon. You can get snazzy content from a bunch of Nevermorians, such as Cindy Kep. Please sign up for hers. All right. I would love to see her get like bountiful dollar bills and more from her Patreon. She's got a lot of great stuff, and she's got some great writing on there. OMG. Also check out like Brian Rodman and John Pica, Eric Hawkins, the Historical Fencing Guild, me. There's a lot on Patreon to love. And the Skunk Rocker says, I don't own any Pops. Well, you're the one. I mean, I would own the Nightmare on Elm Street once, but they only made like 3, and one of them was a San Diego exclusive back when it actually meant something. Yeah. That's true. Now everything is an eBay exclusive. It all winds up on eBay. Comic Talk from Pops and saying, I bet John says a tough old dude will be good. Well, we hope he is, man. And Skunk Rocker says it's like impossible to find now. As far as I know, no sense in even trying. Well, you never know, Skunk. I wasn't sure I could ever get a Missy Funko Pop, but I went to my local supermarket. They have them for $8, and I'm like, okay, I'm on that. Most of mine I've not paid full price for because I'm cheap. Cindy Cap Dastardly Dingoes can be found on YouTube. Check it out, and don't forget, I will be on Dastardly Dingoes 8 p.m. this coming Wednesday night. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to with Christian Basil, who is also a lot of fun. Squeeze him and find out. Back in the cereal box, Skunk. Every week I drop $5 to boost video posts on Facebook. Last week's episode is over 2,500 views. I also run Google ads for the YouTube videos. I spend about $60 a month on Google ads. Yeah, and I spend a little bit on Amazon ads too, so which helps. It really does. Pops Van Zandt says, weed prepared me for dealing with memory loss. I'm good to go. No, not really. I remember everything. Yeah. And that's the thing. Maybe I should have taken up marijuana. Who knows? And thanks, Johnson Skunk Rocker. Cindy Cap says Luke Stone has started a new crowdfunding campaign for his new Hybrids episode. Go support it right now. Right now. Stop what you're doing now. And got another dump here. Here we go. Eric Hawkins says, Eeks. Styles from Teen Wolf is a vaulted pop from 2017, which means it is no longer in production. Sadly, it is valued at $140. Would be hard to find one at a decent price, but eBay would be your best bet for trying to find one. That's true. I do want that Action Comics #1, Eric. I really do. I may have to talk to you. Oh, I know you can order it online, but if I could get it from a brick and mortar, that'd be fine too. Back in the cereal boxes, since you're running your creative endeavors as a business, you can deduct advertising costs from your income taxes. Exactly. And she's an Army girl. Pops Van Zandt, then we know she's tough. That's great. She always deserves my respect. Mine too, Pops. And please thank her for her service to her country back then and now. All right. And Joe Dog says, it's cold outside when you trip over a pile of dog poo. It says stepping in. Yeah, it doesn't break. Anyway, say it isn't so, but Cindy Kep is out of break. Darn it. Bummer, dudes, for sure. And you should check out Animalize Artists. Yes, at artstation.com. Roll Cruise. Yeah. Roll's doing some amazing work. Cindy, you scored. I'm serious. And while you're there, check out Nick Tucker too. Bug y'all later. Darling, mwah, thank you for being here. CKOEPP.com. Check out Cindy Kep and her amazing output of books. In fact, we're going to do something for you, Cindy, because you've been such a great lady this morning. Check out the work of Cindy Kep on Amazon.
Author Cindy Kep is writing on the edge. Books include Remnant in the Stars, The Loudest Actions, Lines of Succession, Mindstorm, Condemned Courier, the Yerushalayim series, and Animal Eye. Find author Cindy Kep at CKOEPP.com today.
Check out the work of Cindy Kep right now, will you? And also go to CKOEPP.com and sign up for her fantastic newsletter. You'll be glad you did. Comes out about the 25th of every month, and it's always a great read. You will love it. And has anyone seen Steve? Don't think so. Pops in his hands. And League of Impossible is bouncing around YouTube accounts and liking. Thank you, John. Much appreciated, as always. Joe Dog McKeel says, if you have Gmail and do not get Brian's newsletter, check your social media tab. It may hide in there. That's true. It is shy. Yeah, and if you're on my mailing list and you don't get it by about 5:15 or about 5:30 tonight, let me know and we'll see what's going on. All right. And League of Impossible says new pages of our webcomic dropping tomorrow. We need to talk to Jeffrey Hayes about the cover to the print version for later this year. Yes, you do. At plasmafiregraphics.com when the look of your book matters to you. Obviously, it matters to John Pica, who's on the beam. And check out all my stuff, says author Amy Hale. Anyway, check her out at authoramyhale.com. Also, author Amy Hale on Facebook, and also Amy Hale's Angels, where you can see me on Thursday night at 8 p.m., 7 p.m. Central on Creative as Hale. And it's going to be a lot of fun. We will have fun. And I just subscribed to the newsletter on Gmail. If you have Hotmail, don't use it. Somehow it loses the newsletter, says Carl Wisman. Yeah, I've noticed that a lot of the problems, I have problems with Hotmail every now and then, but I also remind myself how much I'm paying for it. So anyway, back in the Zero Box says, Goonies is a national treasure. Brian speaks blasphemy. Oh, no, I don't. Anyway, it's a steaming pile of crap after halfway through. No, I like the first half. It's the last half with all those kids yelling. That's the part that ruins the movie for me. Of course, then again, the Killing Joke is ruined for me by the last page of an otherwise spectacular book. You know what I'm saying? I am no one's barometer for taste, John Pica. Amy Hale says, we are building our YouTube channel. Please join us there and subscribe this week. We restart Creative as Hell with the amazing Brian K. Morris. Boy, I can't wait to see that one as our guest. You can find us on YouTube or the Amy Hale fan page. Please check out her YouTube channel and please subscribe to it. All right. I want to get all the Nevermorians over 100. All right. On their YouTubes. And Carleen says, I guess I shouldn't admit that I've never seen the Goonies then, huh? Don't ever change. Seriously, you're missing nothing. And Rick Riley says, my 2-year-old loves that blasted Baby Shark song. The only reason I can stand it is because she is so bloomin' cute doing the little dance. Well, maybe if she would do that for Amy Hale, Amy might come around. X&G Studios says, Goonies like the Sandlot are treasures for those who grew up with those movies. Well, I was an adult, more or less, when I saw the Goonies. I did like the Sandlot, though. So, and Kelly Austin says, go to Etsy for Funko Pops. Sometimes if you take time to look, you can find hard to find ones for cheaper prices than what you would get on eBay. Ooh, oh, Etsy. Okay, that's a good suggestion. Very cool. And Heather Ellen, great show last night. Love your show on Sunday nights. I really do. And good morning. Just want to pop in and say hi and share. Back to virtual learning with the kid. Well, Heather, thank you for being here. And thank you again for last night's show. That was so much fun as always. And sorry you won't be on this coming Sunday. Something about no, you're going to the Pet Bowl. Me, I'll be at the Dinner Bowl. But anyway, no, the Super Bowl is going to be next week, which I don't even know or care who's playing. That's how far I'm away from that I am. And thank you, Brian, for all you do, says Ted Davies Artistry. Have a great day, all. Ted, my brother, you have a great day, too. Much love to you and Chrissy. Hope you guys stay safe and warm up there by the lake. And check out TED Talk tomorrow at 10 a.m. on the Rising Tide Broadcast Network. For the Tao of Ted tomorrow will be the subject. And it's going to be a great talk. Looking forward to it. Have a great one. We agree at the X&G Studio later, Ted. And, Joe, here's somebody else you may want to talk to, Ted, for your great weekend Saturday night show. And does your project need a fancy shout out? Asked Brian Rodman. Why, yes, Yes, it does. Head on over to jeremywoodring.com and see what he can do for you. Jeremy is the main producer and edits all of our videos. His work is so professional and will get you where you need to go. Go harass him today. And you can hire him too. Just not just harass him, but anyway. And see you tomorrow, online tomorrow, Ted. And chat soon, Ted. Willow Schuyler and Carl Wisman say goodbye to Ted. Rick Radley says, I have Hotmail, but I somehow made Brian's email a VIP. I received the newsletter and it has a star by it. Thank you, Rick. And Scott Crocker says, don't get me wrong, I like the Goonies and it's all right film, but I do feel it's severely overrated. Thank you. Thank you. I agree. I mean, I'm glad people love it. I really am. But just did not trip my trigger. And I watched it again a couple of years ago and I'm like, it's no better now than it was when I paid money to see it in a theater. But anyway, but the popcorn's better. Brian Ramos says, it's the last half with all those kids yelling, Brian, I loved your performance in Gran Torino. Yes. Hey, I love Gran Torino. That was a great movie with Clint Eastwood. And I actually kind of, like one level of connection from one of the producers, actually. And the Historical Fencing Guild guy bit of semi-secret info. Luke Stone's got a special prestige cover for the Killing Fields. That's going to be absolutely iconic. And look up his Indiegogo campaign. Please do. I'm going to support that thing. X&G Studios, 15 minutes to Time to Feed Cookie. Just letting you know. Thank you, Joe. I need all the help I can get. We're getting caught up. Eric Hawkins says, Brian, hey, you Goonies, get off my lawn. That's right. And shut up while you're there. And the Legend of Traveling TARDIS says, don't make me whip my one-eyed Willie. Speaking of which, where's the Dark Mistress? You may have to whip your Willie this morning by yourself, Christian. Sorry. And Goonies is one of my all-time favorite movies. I was a kid when it came out, though, so I'll forgive the old man. Hey, off my lawn, youngster, off my lawn. And Grant Lankard, very busy today. Good to see you, Grant. Just stopping by to say hi to all my friends. Hit the link, hit the like button and let you know I appreciate you. I appreciate you too, brother. Also, check out monarchpublishing.net for all stuff Grant Lankard, and it's going to be great. I love his work. And Goonies never say die. And they can't recite their dialogue without screaming it either, Eric Hawkins. And Kelly Austin says Goonies is one of the overacted, unfunny, screaming, nonsensical movies that makes you want to upchuck your kidney and Coke a cola at the same time. Well, it's glad to see that I'm not the only one. We may have to form a support group here, but no, seriously, if you like the Goonies, I don't begrudge you one bit. So anyway, gotta run. Brian, call me. Okay, Monica, we'll talk later. I know what you're talking about. We will discuss stuff later. And with that, we are caught up with your comments. Thank you very much for all of them. And thank you for reminding me to feed Cookie. I'm gonna pour myself the last of the coffee here. I know she's got some, so I'm not worried. So, I think we're going to wrap up the show today. So, programming notes. Let's see. Tomorrow, let's see. Oh, wait. And who knew Goonies is such a controversial movie? It's not with me. It's those people who like it that turn it into one. And time for me to run, y'all. See you tomorrow at 12:05. Joe Dog McKeel, looking forward to lunchtime at the Doghouse. Missed your shows last week, brother. You really fill a gap in my life. You really do. And Rick Radley says, all those people having all these different opinions is just too much. Sorry, Rick. Yeah, me mostly. And Skunk Rocker says, well, since you're caught up and we're almost at that time anyway, I'll go ahead and say it. Don't freeze, feed Cookie. Definitely. And I've got an excavator card too. So anyway, Joe Dog McKeel, don't die, feed Cookie. Yes, sir. Thank you, Joe Dog. Thank you, Skunk. And Rick Bradley, everyone take care and stay creative. You too, Rick. Have a great day. And Brian, says Brian Rodman, thank you once more for such a wonderful start for the week. Thank you for participating in it, man. Thank you for doing your share to make it so. And thank you for all that you do, sir. Go feed Cookie. Have a wonderful day. Well, Brian, you have a fantastic day too. Thank you for being here as always. And you have an amazing day as well. And let's see. And Grant Lankard snuck in there. He goes, love you, Brian. Have a great lunch with Cookie. You got to get lunch for Angie too. Well, you two have a great lunch also, my man. And we will talk soon, Grant. Have a good one. And let's see. Who else have we got? Later, all from Carly. Carly, talk to you later, hun. And Brian, I agree with this. Brian's stuff. Brian Robin's a genius. He really is. You'll love Memoirs of an Angel. And Kelly Austin says, time to go, Brian. I'm off to a lunch date with Davros. Ooh la la. All right. Always the best to talk to you later. Hey, Kelly, have a great Monday. Good to see you. And wait a second, I hear footsteps storming up the stairs. Oh, I'm not going to get waved at. Anyway, this is fine. Anyway, programming notes. We're going to get to the programming notes. Christian Basil has one, though. Tomorrow, The Legend of the Traveling Tires tomorrow, 6 p.m. Eastern, live discussion. Should Jody leave? No. Okay, we solved that. You can stay home now, Christian. Who should be the next doctor? Joe Martin. Anyway, and we've got somebody spamming here. And anyway, we don't allow that kind of spam here, okay? Especially when it's more than once. Once is enough. So anyway, we're gonna move that out, and we are gonna get rid of that before the end of the show. We don't, you know, if you want to participate in the conversation, that's one thing, but otherwise, and yeah, spammity spam, wonderful spam. And people will wonder when they see this later, they're going to wonder what are we talking about? And there we go. And the user's blocked. And this comment will be deleted. And it was like it never was here at all. Christian, I love StreamYard. You know what I'm saying, brother? I've got the control. Anyway, folks, thank you for watching this morning. And we hope you have an excellent rest of your day, no matter where you are or what you've got going. Programming notes for the Rising Tide Broadcast Network and our friends, our affiliates. Tomorrow morning at 10 a.m., TED Talks. And this is on YouTube, on Facebook, and also on the Rising Tide Broadcast Network page on Facebook. One-stop shopping for all your broadcast needs. Anyway, TED Talks at 10 a.m. Eastern, 9 a.m. Central, with the Tao of Ted. And I've talked to him about his philosophy. I think you're going to find it really interesting. I really do. And yeah, but we dealt with him, Pops Van Sant, handily. All right. Thank you for your support, all of you, on that regard. And at 12:05 tomorrow night will be lunchtime at the Doghouse with Joe Dog McKeel, who owns the Noon Hour. And it's going to be another fun show with Joe Dog. We missed him last week. He was having plumbing problems, which has to take precedence, but we're grateful for his return this week. Then tomorrow night on Clever Title Pending, really special episode. Really looking forward to getting to know this guy better. Michael Watson, if you don't know him, he is in charge of Short Fuse Media. He's got broadcasting going, a great regular show on Facebook and on YouTube. He also has a great show called Chat and Draw, where he interviews comic creators and illustrates their characters while he's talking to them. He's an incredible artist. He's got Freestyle Comics. Andy Shaggy Cordy is one of his editors there. Great stuff. And we are going to talk to him tomorrow. He is #MostEpic. He is a promotion and creative machine. Please bring your questions. He also has a Kickstarter campaign, which is in its last week of existence. And it's the illustrations from the show, which I'm really looking forward to seeing. That's going to be incredible. So we will have Michael Watson tomorrow night on Clever Title Pending, Most Epic. Please bring your questions. Please interrogate this great man. And we look forward to knowing more about him. Now, Wednesday, at 8 p.m., we'll be back. Well, actually, at 10 a.m., we'll be back with another Nevermind the Furthermore. At 8 p.m., the Dastardly Dingoes will have myself and Christian Basil on. We're going to discuss, among other things, imposter syndrome. It's going to be a great conversation. As always, because the dingoes know how to treat their guests, come get dingo-wized, okay? And wait a second. Watch the replay of the final panel of CromCon Europe. Help us find Steve. Is this like Waldo? Are you having troubles with that, Pops? Yeah, we'll check that out later, Pops. Thanks for that. Check out CromCon Europe. That sounded like a lot of fun. I'm going to watch that on the flip-flop. And Thursday, busy day. Joe Dog is going to take you through the noon hour at 12:05 with another lunchtime at the Doghouse. Always entertaining, great 60 minutes worth of fun. And then at 8 p.m. that night, Amy Hale is going to revive Creative as Hell. The new season begins on that on YouTube, on her channel on YouTube. Please subscribe, like, and share, as well as her Facebook page, Amy Hale's Angels. And I will be the first guest. I'm honored to be the first guest on her new season of her show, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Amy and I always have a good time when we hang out together. Then Friday, another Nevermind the Furthermore at 10 a.m. And then at 8 p.m., you get your choice between the Historical Fencing Guild with Nicholas Tockard, where you can learn to kill each other safely, as well as the Green Room at Uncle Carl's Secret Humor page. And also, let's see, I hope I haven't omitted too many people. Oh, check out the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS tomorrow night at 6 p.m. on the Hanging with Web Show Network. And back on the Cereal Box, we're getting to you, John Pica. This Saturday, our special guest is magician Eric Olson, who will teach us some surefire bar bets. Excellent. That sounds like fun. Check out John Pica, 8 a.m. at the back of the Cereal Box on YouTube. A great, great show. Thank you, John B. Pica, for that. And thank you for hanging out. And also at 2:15 on the Hanging with Web Show Network, Reels and Heels with Brian Wensloff and Nicole Jobin and Willow Schuyler will be broadcasting about the world of pop culture and wrestling and such. And then at 11 p.m. will be Stupid O'Clock. And also don't forget Thursdays at 9 will also be Stupid O'Clock, that great conversation show that you're sure to enjoy. I love listening to that. And don't forget their after show too. So anyway, also if you want some one-stop shopping, go to the Rising Tide Broadcast Network page on Facebook, and I think we ought to start something on YouTube also. I think I'm going to work that up too. So anyway, I think it's time to get going. We've all got lunch to get, and I've got to excavate the car for cooking. So anyway, thank you for joining us. And if you're watching us on Facebook, please, and thank you, Kathy Jackson, for allowing us to share our stuff on your page. We hope that everyone enjoyed what they saw. And please check us out. We're here Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 10 a.m. And Clever Title Pending happens every Tuesday night with a different guest at 8 p.m. all times Eastern. So anyway, thank you to Kathy Jackson's Books. Please sign up for that Facebook page today. A lot of great stuff on that. Always being populated with new content. Also, please, if you're watching me on Facebook, please be sure to like the page you're watching us on, as well as liking the video itself if you've enjoyed any part of it. And if you're watching us on YouTube on the Brian K. Morris Rising Tide publications page, again, if you enjoyed any part of this, please smash that thumbs up button and subscribe. And when that bell comes up, hit that bell so that you're notified of all future appearances. Thank you to Plasma Fire Graphics for sponsoring this episode. Plasma Fire Graphics, when the look of your book matters to you, because it matters to your readers. So check out the very affordable Jeffrey Hayes and all the amazing work he does for authors, and you could become one too. Anyway, check out his work. He's really great. You'll see some more of his work towards the end of the show. Exig Studios, undercover producer, got you out on time. Go feed Cookie. Thank you. Thank you, Joe McPhee. And please check out last Saturday's interview with me on his YouTube channel there. We had a fantastic time, and we were up for about an hour talking afterwards, all things She-Hulk. It was a great time, Joe. Thanks for having me. Looking forward to seeing you again. And have a great day, everyone. Mwah. Amy Hale, glad to see you. And glad to see you, Jen Thompson. Mwah. Check out Jen Thompson. She's got shows coming up throughout the Midwest with the Indie Author Book Expo. Contact her for dates and details and get you a table there, okay? And thank you, Jen. Love you, hon. We'll probably talk later today. Anyway, that's all the programming notes. Also, please don't forget to go to the risingtide.pub and sign up for our free monthly newsletter. I want to stress that it's free. And if you do it before 5 p.m., that's about when the next issue will go out. We have all kinds of motivation, education, and inspiration, 2 fun secret links, a really cool motivational quote, and a special video that only the subscribers will see, okay? And hiya, Puddin'. Hiya, Harley. How you doing? Mwah. Good to see you, sweetie. As always, looking forward to Peoria. And I think that's all I've got for now. So anyway, we will be back tomorrow night with Michael Watson, #MostEpic. Please check out the show and bring your questions. Looking forward to having him on. And please, we will be back on Wednesday morning at 10 a.m. with another episode of Nevermind the Furthermore. And so thank you on behalf of everyone associated with the show. And thank you again to Geek Insider for powering this show as always. And check out Wild One Forever, Meredith Loughran's incredible weekday show. Get your day started. And also check out her broadcasts on hapst.tv every afternoon as she goes through her evolution and improves her health and her outlook, and she's taken us all along for the ride. It's a glorious journey. Anyway, everyone, thank you for being here. Got to take care of the woman, as you all know, as well I should. Anyway, thank you for putting up with me for the last couple hours, and we'll see you tomorrow night on Clever Title Pending, and again on Nevermind the Furthermore Wednesday morning. So, as always, my friends, stay smart, stay safe, wash your hands, and never apologize for being awesome. Thank you, and we'll see you Wednesday morning on another Nevermind the Furthermore. Have a great Monday, everyone.
This is the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Subscribe to us wherever you listen to your favorite podcast. Also catch us on the HWWS Web TV YouTube channel. Subscribe today and become part of the legend.
Thank you for tuning in to Nevermind the Furthermore, a Rising Tide Publications and Brian K. Morris production. Member of the Comic Book Advocating Network and sponsored by GeekInsider.com. Become part of our show with sponsorship and advertising opportunities. For details, contact advertising at GeekInsider.com or visit podcast.geekinsider.com. The Geek Insider podcast is available on your favorite app, so please hit the follow button and share it out to your friends, because if you don't, you might have to turn in your geek card.
Now, every Sunday morning, longtime independent comics creator and Indie Volt podcaster Randy Zimmerman hosts a discussion on the lighter side of comics, the more whimsical and fun comics out there on the Sunday Funnies. That's 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time every Sunday on Indie Volt, indievolt.com, the Indie Volt YouTube channel, and the usual Indie Volt sites on Facebook. Listen in, won't you? Participate in the chat. Let's have some fun. See you there.
Go thee to thy rest, O shades. Thou hast served well in life. Now take thy reward.
Stormgate Press presents a collection of 7 new short stories from today's leading authors and illustrators in the new pulp genre. Experience courageous two-fisted heroes and their intrepid and often dangerous exploits. From dark, watery depths to high-flying heights, these fantastic tales span the globe and take the reader on fast-paced adventures in classic pulp style. Take a seat as we pull back the curtain on Days Gone By with edge-of-your-seat storytelling in the vein of Golden Age era pulp fiction. This is Pulp Reality. Available now from Stormgate Press on Amazon.com.
Reels and Heels is a podcast that discusses movies, television, wrestling, and more. With a rotating guest list of friends and filmmakers alike, Reels and Heels salutes the creative arts of all kinds. Join Brian Wenzeloff and Nicole Jobin live every Saturday at 2:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for Reels and Heels.
From author Brian K. Morris comes an epic tale of armor forged by a god, a hero forged by courage, and an ancient menace poised to re-emerge and threaten our world. Volcana, Rebirth of the Champion, is available on Amazon.com. Get your copy today.